Hello everybody, I'm Matt Pearson. Welcome back to another video. Today I want to go through all of the modifications that I have done to my Mk6 GTI here. Someone requested this video. They just wanted to know if I had a video doing it. I'm like, that's a great idea. I will actually make that video. There are quite a number of things that I have done to the car. I know it looks pretty stock from the outside, just looks like it's lowered with wheels. But yeah, there are quite a few modifications that have been done. So we will go through all of those today. Probably going to be kind of a little bit of a longer video because of this, but I will do my best to try to keep this entertaining. So yeah, we'll just start with the basics here. So these are my wheels. These are Konig Hexaform wheels. These are 18-inch wheels. Obviously the 6-spoke design. They're a bronze wheel. I really like the way they look. They have like this nice sort of dish look to them. They're pretty dirty right now, but yes, they are 18 inches by 8.5 inches, and the offset on them is 43, so they actually fit up really well. I have pretty good fitment here, not a whole lot of issues. And on these wheels I have Nankang NS25s. These are 255s. Obviously they're 18 because my wheels are 18. And for the sidewall, it is 35. So they're pretty wide tires for this little GTI, but they were very cost effective and they provide great traction for how much I paid for them. So I'll move in here to the brakes. The brakes are a little disgusting right now, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, because it rained last night. Yeah, just OEM calipers. I repainted the calipers because the paint was fading on them. But yeah, these are R1 concept brakes. Obviously slotted rotors here. I didn't go with the drilled. I could have went with them. And then the pads are their R1 Concept ceramic pads, and they work pretty well. Very cost effective. Alright, moving on to this side mount plate. I just got it on eBay. It was like 15 bucks or something, and it just, you know, mounts the plate sideways. The lip that I have on this car is the Maxton design front lip for the Mk6 GTI. I'm not sure that they still sell this one anymore. They sell other ones. But as you can see, there it is, Maxton design. I think it looks pretty good. I got it second hand, but I think it fits the car pretty well. I actually have black badges for the front of the car and also all the way over here in the rear of the car as well. Got those for like 35 bucks, I think, on Etsy, believe it or not. This wing extension I have here, I got secondhand from someone I knew with a Mk6 GTI, and it just so happens to be in my color too, which is awesome. But I think it looks pretty good. I think this wing extension is the ECS tuning one. They sell it in like a carbon fiber. And on the back here, I have a Get Watkins German Elite Tuning sticker. That's obviously my tuner, but we will get into the tune much later. Got this Euro tuning plate frame, not a big deal. The exhaust setup I have on this car is, I guess you could call it custom made. It has an eBay cutout farther down and these eBay valved mufflers. It also has a vibrant resonator up front, along with a downpipe from ARM. It's just the ARM 3-inch downpipe for the Mk6 GTI. It's also the CBFA one because this is a CBFA Mk6 GTI. But yeah, we kind of custom cobbled together this exhaust. I have a whole video on it on my channel if you want to learn more about the exhaust. Oh yeah, I also have these little blind spot mirror things on the car. The car also has these WeatherTech rain guards, and these were on the car when I bought the car, and I'm going to leave them on because they look pretty good. Alright, moving on to my interior. We got a whole bunch of air fresheners, not really a mod, but still cool. I have an Alcantara wrap on my steering wheel here. I bought this as a kit and I stitched it myself. I kind of messed up a few areas of it, but I think it looks pretty good in general, and it feels really nice. I've also obviously got the Cobb Accessport over here for tuning the car and monitoring stuff. I've also got a Euro switch over here which is broken and does not work, which is lovely. Just don't get the Chinese ones, guys, that come from China. They break. I've also wrapped my center console area here gloss black. Probably a pretty controversial move, honestly, but I think it looks pretty good. Same thing down here over near the DSG. And yes, this car is a DSG. And while I'm talking about the DSG, I also have the APR DSG Tune. So that's the DSG Tune that I am running. I strongly recommend you guys get a DSG Tune if you have a DSG GTI and you want to tune the car. And while I'm looking at this traction control button over here, I'd like to mention that I set with OBD11 my XDS, which is sort of the diff thing in the car that tries to behave like a limited slip differential. It sort of uses the ABS system to brake one side. I set that to maximum, which means that it just turns on faster. It helps with handling and traction and all that stuff. And I also made it so that when I disable traction control, not only does it let the tires spin, but it also disables stability control as well for entire control of the vehicle, if you will. Like, let's say if you were going on a track day or something like that. Now, I've also got these eBay paddle extensions over here on the car. I've had them pretty much ever since I bought the car. And they're pretty nice. They're good quality. I like them. Now, also down where you cannot see right now, I have a custom sound actor, which is the thing that like pumps sound into the car. I basically made a turbo sound actor. I did a whole video on it recently, so go check out my channel for that. It's like called Insane Turbo Sounds in your GTI or something like that. But yeah, it does create insane turbo sounds in this GTI. So that's a custom mod. I've never seen anyone else do that, but it's a fun one. All right, we're gonna pop the hood now and talk about the engine. All right, under the hood of the Mk6, the first thing that we're going to notice is the USP intake. This USP intake came off of a Mk6 GTI, and I retrofitted it to fit onto this GTI. As you can see, the air comes in through here. I also cut these slots out for better airflow, so the air comes in through here. There's the filter enclosed in here, so no hot air can get in. Got to make sure your secondary air is in neutral there. But yeah, then I have the OEM MAF sensor, and the rest of the pipe is OEM. I do want to replace it at some point though. Now, in terms of running oil in this car, I run Liquimoly 5W40. Seems to be good stuff. That's what a lot of people recommend that you run on the Mk6 GTI. Change the oil around every 4,000 miles, and I check it frequently to make sure that it isn't low on oil or something like that. The PCV system, this is the OEM PCV system, but I replaced the diaphragm because it obviously failed like it does on the Mk6 GTI. I did a whole video about this as well. It's called the Indestructable PCV, and it worked very well in fixing my PCV issues. I also forgot to mention I do have this heat tape wrap. I thought it would give me better IATs. It did not work. Now, obviously right here we could see our coil packs. These are obviously the R8 coil packs for the Mk6 GTI, and under those coil packs I have pre-gapped spark plugs. They're gapped a step colder than stock, and they were gapped by my previous tuner, Sneeky Tuned, and I think they're NGKs. So this car has the stock turbo, stock KO3 if you will, but coming out of the KO3 you can't really see it. Yeah, you won't really be able to see that, but down there, I got a boost pipe from Euro Tuning that comes right out of the turbo to replace the pancake pipe, and this pipe leads into the front mount intercooler setup, which is the ARM front mount intercooler for the Mk6 GTI. And I gotta say, this front mount is awesome. It works great. Lowered oil temps and obviously IATs. Look at this intruder we have on my car. This evil little bug. Yeah, anyways, the front mount intercooler kit also came with a few rubber pipes to replace the stock ones as well, and that just leads up into the stock intake manifold down there. So the diverter valve that I'm running, which obviously is the thing that allows the car to let off boost back into the intake manifold, I am running the OEM Revision 4 diverter valve on this car, and it has worked pretty well, so no complaints there. I'd also like to mention, you can't really see it under there, but I have a transmission mount. It is the Stage 2 BFI DSG transmission mount. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention it. Under here, obviously, I have some lowering coilovers. The coilovers that I'm running on this car are BC Racing coilovers. I got them on sale, which is nice, and they come with camber plates, so I'm running negative 1.5 degrees of camber in the front. No camber adjustment for the rears, so the rears are whatever they end up at, basically. I have them pretty much all the way lowered down in the rear, and in the front they're pretty low as well. But running the extra camber in the front allows this to not really rub too bad. I mean, it rubs against the fender liner, but it doesn't destroy my fenders or anything like that. So moving on then to my tune. So back inside the car here, Obviously, with the Cobb Accessport, I have tuned the car to a Stage 2 tune. It is the Get Watkins Pop Bang and Flame tune. Highly recommended. I did a review of his E30 tune and also his regular 93 tune, so check my channel out for those. It really is a fantastic tune for the Mk6 GTI. But this car does have an E30 tune, so I can load that up, and it goes pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty much maxing out how much power you can make out of this car with the stock turbo on the E30 tune. But yeah, that is the tune that I have. It is the @GetWatkins on Instagram Pop Bang and Flame tune for the Mk6 GTI, and obviously I have a 93 variant and the E30 variant. So yeah, everybody, that seems to be about it for this car. I might have missed a few things here and there. I did do a lot of stuff to this car, but yeah, let me know what you guys think, and please leave questions if you have any questions about this car, because I would be happy to answer them for you aspiring Mk6 GTI owners, or if you already have a Mk6 GTI and you have some questions, feel free to leave them down below. But yeah, I'm Matt Pierce. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah, check my other videos out. Make sure to like and subscribe, and goodbye.